I decided to switch the hood for my 10-gallon Betta fish tank with the one that came with a kit and a small LED light for this old style reflector light hood that was made for incandescent fish tank bulbs. I'm using compact fluorescent bulbs with a color temperature of 4600 K as opposed to the 6500 color temperature that you usually get with LED lights. I believe that the hood actually looks nicer than the one that came with the kit, and with a lower color temperature it tends to bring out the red much better, I believe. The main issue with the kit hood is that the tiny LED isn't very bright at all, but this old style hood lights up the entire tank very well. Keeping a Betta in this 20-gallon tall fancy female guppy tank is not ideal for a few reasons. One, the Betta isn't very fast, so she doesn't catch many, but if she manages to corner a fry, she would definitely devour that. And also, the blue Moscow male guppy looks very similar to a Betta splendens with long finnage and bright colors. She hasn't thus far, and she's been in this tank for several weeks, but eventually she might decide to attack the male guppy and destroy it. So what we're going to do is move the female Betta into a 5-gallon tank. Although 5 gallons is a bit small, I believe that this lone female will be quite happy in this setup. I took about half an hour to acclimate her to temperature and other water parameters. The temperature was about the same as in the other tank, and it's the same tap water. Of course, I have tested this tank for ammonia, nitrite, and nitrate. All levels are at 0. There is a floating Betta hide for the Betta. I haven't yet added the Betta bed. I may also add that. I think it's a nice little setup. This is my friend's 55-gallon planted aquarium with mixed angels, true Siamese algae-eaters, glass catfish, hillstream loach, various pieces of driftwood, and a number of plants, mainly Rotala Rendifolia, Java fern, and Hygrophila corymbosa. He has yet to inject CO2 into the tank, but he does have the apparatus in place to check the CO2 levels, as he hopes to add a CO2 system in future. If you look very closely, you should see at least 3 of the glass catfish in the center of the screen about the Rotala Rendifolia. Here on the driftwood you can see one of, I believe, 2 hillstream loach that Charles has in the tank. True Siamese algae eaters are keeping the tank free of blackbeard algae.